Hey girl, hey. This is Miss Tony, and I am here to do my review on Ready to Love Season 5. This is the final episode, episode 12, Decisions. Okay, so episode 11, I didn't do a review on. I really was busy, but it was the episode where Joy, where the ladies were meeting um, the men, aunts and uncles and family members and things like that. So Joy met Clifton's aunt and uncle, and they discussed and her travels and her upcoming leaving is just a major discussion. So same stuff, same day. Okay, as far as I'm concerned, in my opinion. Okay. And then Dakia, she meets Paul's brother. This is all episode 11, just kind of, giving you a little brief of what happened before if you didn't see it. She, talks to Paul's brother, and he just talks about, what type of woman Paul is looking for. Clearly it's not Dakia because you waited till the last minute to see this diamond. She wasn't shining bright enough for you. You was too busy chasing the young girls and too busy chasing whatever you was chasing, but you definitely wasn't chasing Dakia, okay? Let's be clear on that. Then Carmen meets Donovan's mom, and she showed up with flowers and everything, and she just kind of won her over. And Donovan seemed like a mama's boy, but he also seemed like a man, capable of making his own decisions and everything. So I kind of like that interaction between Carmen and Donovan's mom. I felt good about that, okay? So, and then, of course, Sabrina, she refused to meet Demetrius' parents. They had a sit down, and they both just kind of laid it all on the table. Sabrina came to a conclusion that she just, was going to X out, that, her and Demetrius wasn't on the same page, and, they just could never level off, and he felt the same way, so he backed out too. So both of those two are gone, wasting our TV time. Sabrina, I really had high hopes for her. I really thought that she, was ready to love. But I feel like that, she should have picked who she liked from the beginning and went for it like Joy did. And she was wishy-washy. She couldn't make up her mind who it was, so she was just really unstable in all her ways, okay? And so was Demetrius, okay? So he wasn't forward enough, if the man wants to be a woman, he needs to step up to the plate, and say, hey, you're the woman I want, to be with, let's get together, what have you. Because to me, Sabrina made her move when she kissed him, nibbled him on the ear, at the Truth or Dare. And that was his opportunity to really go full speed ahead. Here's this woman saying, hey, yeah, I actually choose you. I like you. So let's make it work. But he dropped the ball on that. He sat around waiting, talking about, if she giving other men attention. Like I said last week, I don't know what rock he was living up under, because, this is a dating game. Other people are dating the person that you're dating. Everybody's trying to figure it out. So anyway, both of those, was a loss, Sabrina and Demetrius, which I felt like had they went forward from the beginning, they could have possibly had a chance, possibly, okay? So they parted, and both of them was confused, and neither one of them is there, and they wasn't ready to love. Okay, end of story. Now we go to episode 12, which is the final show. Okay, and this one is called Decisions. Okay, Decisions. So this is the final. Everybody's got to make a choice. So now we have Carmen and Donovan, and then we have Joy, of course, and Clifton, and then we have Paul and Dakia, which this is my opinion, and I'm gonna give it early. Dakia know that she liked Clifton, and he liked Joy. He toyed with her for a little bit, but not much, but he did. It gave her a little hope. Once she seen that Joy and Clifton had put that bags on the bed, and that it was no chance in hell that they were going to be together, then she should have called Tommy, had a talk with Tommy, and backed all out. what was the reason for you continuing on this journey? Because there was no other choice. You and Paul wasted each other time, wasted our TV time, because neither one of y'all were really interested in each other. I understand, well, you're going to talk to him and maybe see, but girl, that you was not attractive to Paul. He was not like a number one or number two pick or anything like that. He wasn't even on your radar at first, you know what I mean? And same thing with you, Paul, why not you two just go ahead and make a decision, be adults about it and say, hey, we're going to go ahead and back out with Sabrina and Demetrius because this ain't it, okay? But I guess y'all wanted to make it to the end of the show and you did, okay? Now, on this final episode, Joy and Clifton, they get to meet one of the ladies' family members, okay? And Joy chose Clifton to meet her sister. It was a really nice conversation, her sister, she liked who Joy loves, and so, it was good, they talked and laughed and kikied and everything. Same old, Joy loves Clifton, Clifton loves Joy, and the sister liked her too. End of story. All right, then we have Carmen and Donovan, and this was good because Carmen had him to meet her mother and her father. Her mother is a minister, and she has some really tough questions for Donovan. His dad had some tough questions. He's an ex-military Marine, and they really, got off into, his past. He was married before. What happened? He revealed that he had cheated, stepped outside of his marriage. And the dad asked him, why? What would make him think that you wouldn't step outside, with my daughter? Like, the questions were really, really good. And Donovan, he manned up and he answered the questions really well. So I thought it was really good. Carmen, I think that she has a really good, solid background from meeting her mother and her father. So I like that. So possibly, Donovan and Carmen could be a match. But, time will tell. So anyway, that was a good meeting, and the mom said that she approved him. She was Google it all over him. It was funny because the dad was like, hey, wait a minute, this Carmen date, But they liked him. Donovan won over the parents and the family, so that was good. Then we had another wasted time with Dakia and Paul. Paul met Dakia's mother and her brother, and they just kind of talked, and her mother revealed that, Dakia's never been the type of woman to waste time. When if it's not working out, she moves right on. She go on by her business. She go on and cut people off. She done, which is what she should have done with Paul. They know that it was not a match, okay? But they wasted our lovely time, okay? So anyway, in the end, and this is a short video, Joy, of course, and Clifton, they did have another meeting just to sit and talk about, they just basically talked about this distance. Now, in my opinion, Joy had this contract before she came onto the show. So she's probably been, paid maybe a partial payment or half or whatever. And she's got to go to work, and it's just as though if Clifton was in the military, or if he was on the road truck driver, whatever, people have to go to work, get with the program, you know what I mean? People not always there all the time in relationships, and if a relationship is going to work, it should be able to survive some distance. Now, as far as I'm concerned, Mexico is nothing but a plane ride away. She's going to be 6 months in Mexico. That's his once-a-month trip where he go down to Mexico, have him a good old rendezvous with Joy, keep the fire burning, and come on back home, go to work, and do what you got to do. Y'all making it seem like it's so hard and so difficult because she got to leave. Now, I do feel the emotions, you meet somebody, you really, click with them, and you always wanted love, and right at the moment when you always wanted love, then you meet somebody, and now you got to go for 6 months. I feel you. We see each other, Joy, okay? Clifton. But in any event, it can be worked out, okay? Now, Nephew Tommy comes on and, just kind of talk about, they had 14 couples, 14 singles that came on, and, you know, he introduced all these people to, you know, being ready to love, and they everybody got eliminated or went on about their merry business except for these people. And we are down to Nakia and Paul, which is scratch that, Joy and Clifton, and Donovan and Carmen, which is probably a surprise to everybody, you know. But it seemed like they clicked some kind of way, you know, and I'm happy for the both of them if they can make it work. So they go to the bridge as they normally do. Clifton shows up on the bridge with flowers. Joy is looking absolutely beautiful. And, you know, of course, they're ready to love. There's no secret there. They chose each other. They've been choosing each other since day one. No surprise, okay? Then we have Carmen and Donovan. They clearly have chosen each other. They somehow found a happy medium and they match. They chose each other. They rode off into the sunset. Paul and Dakia come to the bridge. He gives this long speech about, you know, it's too little too late. He chooses himself, which he should, because that's who he's been choosing all along. And in my opinion, he's not ready to love, and he's definitely not ready to love Dakia. And Dakia chooses herself because she has always chosen herself and not wasted time with someone that wasn't a match, which she wasted our time, okay? But in any event, that was the show. Now, here's my little 2 cents on the whole situation, okay? I love the show. I like the concept of meeting, you know, being in a position where men and women, singles, can meet people. I've said it many times before. They definitely need some guidance. They need some type of rules and some type of, a woman needs a checklist on eliminations. You know, if this person don't fit the things that you're looking for in a mate, then it's no need of you wasting their time. For example, Tori and Sabrina. Now, Tori was into Sabrina, but clearly he didn't check the things on her list that she really wanted in a mate, and she was more attractive to Demetrius, but Demetrius didn't pursue her because she was talking to someone else. So in dating, you really have to be, you know, have a plan, you know, of what you're looking for, how you want to go about, you know, really, you know, having a successful dating history, you know what I mean, until you can meet your match. So just have some do's and don'ts, you know, and be like Dakia says she's always been, you know, don't waste your time. If it's not waste your time, you know, if the person doesn't meet your qualifications, don't spend time on it, okay? You can't make someone be a match for you if they just not at the door. You know what I mean? It's, if you can look at Joy and Clifton, he was attracted to her. She was his type. It's what he liked. Same thing. And they went for it. You know what I mean? So, as far as I'm concerned, on this particular show, people wasted a lot of time spending time with people that didn't meet their qualifications or what they was looking for in their life. Now, Tina was honest when she did come back and say, you know, that there was no one there that she felt like, you know, that really met the qualifications that she was looking for. So she did a no-show, you know, no call, no show on the situation. So I'm not saying that you're just supposed to bail out right away when meeting someone or dating someone. But if you meet someone and they don't have the things that you're looking for, maybe a substantial job, or maybe they got a baby mama, you know, that's acting a fool, you got to say to yourself, you know, do I want to be involved with a man with a 3-year-old, you know, and a baby mama tripping? Or do I even want to be involved with a man with a 3-year-old? And I know that this man, you know, has got to be responsible, maybe get the baby on the weekend. It's some decisions that you have to really think about. Being ready to love is not just about your emotions. It goes far beyond your emotions. It's what are you willing to deal with, what you want to accept, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of men that won't date women with children. Well, I don't have no problem with that, because maybe you don't want to be involved with someone that doesn't have time for you, or maybe you just simply my dog is messing with my thing. Maybe you just don't want to be involved with someone, you know, with a baby mama or a baby daddy. You know what I mean? It's just some things that you may not want to deal with. So cut those things off early in the game. You know, go ahead and make those decisions early. If you don't want, if just because you like somebody and you think they cute or whatever, but they got some some things that it's a hard no for you, then you let that hard no go. Okay, you have to make the decision. You know, fine can't win out every single time. Okay, you're gonna have to say, excuse me, you're gonna have to say, you know, okay, you good, look good on paper, maybe this, but I really don't want to date anyone that has children, okay? I really don't want to date anyone that's having baby mama problems. So I really don't want to date anyone, you know, that is not working full time. I don't like entrepreneurs, you know. I need somebody, you know, that's got, if you don't own your own business, you know, there's entrepreneurs and then there's entrepreneurs. There's people, you know, that's out here hustling, doing different things, you know, throwing their hat in the ring, trying to find their way, and they are entrepreneuring. And then there's people that have established entrepreneurs where they own their own business. They've been in business for some years. They paying people, they creating revenue, and they living off the fruit of their labor and the things that they have created. Okay, so there is a difference between entrepreneurs. So you have to choose, you know, what it is that you like, what type of man or woman that you want in your life, what type of situations that you want to deal with. I ain't gonna even get on the place situation because about this people, you know, with this love after lockup and people dating people in jail, because none of those folks are ready to love. Anybody getting out of jail is they just ready to be free and ready to get themselves together, you know. But that's a whole nother video for a whole nother day, okay? But you do have to have some purpose when you're dating. You got to have some criterias, you know. I'm not saying walk around with a checklist, but you have to know what you like, what you want, and what you're willing to deal with, okay? So next is the reunion. We all know Clifton and Joy picked each other, and Donovan and Carmen picked each other. The reunion, sometimes we have surprises. Somebody on the, you know, reunion may have picked someone that was there that they didn't get a chance to see or what have you. So we'll see. But that was Ready to Love, season 5, episode 12, decision. So these people made the decisions. We all happy about it. We happy it's over. Let's watch the reunion, and then we'll go from there. Okay, sorry about my camera is shaking because my little puppy is pulling on the string. Will you stop, please? Okay. All right. So you guys have a good day, and I will see you next week for the reunion, because I will definitely be doing a review on that one. Okay. Bye bye. Hey girl. Hey, and hey guys too.